Another week, another market watch. It's me, Gorit, again. I just woke up. It's currently 5 p.m. Don't judge me. My schedule is a little bit weird. But anyways, another market watch. I don't know who is watching this or who is enjoying it. Yet again, I still have to do a couple things. Still trying to figure out a couple other things. But my PC's not helping. So yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started in the market watch. And today, well, everything seems to be going down in price. We see here the ferry still holding on 380. It should be a little bit cheaper. Probably one of the sellers, like this seller, is probably still the same one as last week. So yeah, this is from set 5. So sorry if I didn't set that at the beginning. So we're currently watching set 5 cards. We can see here that some of the U's are going up in price. Galmutes was 180, 190 last week. I think here, going by the market price, now it's 275. Cerberus is slowly going down in price, and Annie and Grea is out of stock, and it will probably be out of stock for a long time. So yeah, you can see here all the other cards are slowly going down in price. So if you might want to wait, or you might want to get your hands on a couple of them, but I will wait at least for tomorrow. And Lisa and Albert might go down in price. But yeah. Next, one thing that I really wanted to say, really wanted to talk about it, since now we're getting reveals for set 6. If get your hands on Isuria, I think that's how you pronounce it. Get at least 1 to 2 copies of him if you want the UR version of him, because if I'm not mistaken, in the next couple sets we are going to get hunter support that is going to be very good. So you could start playing a hunter archetype starting from the next set. Next we have here Apostle of Disdain. Let's see, it's getting sold for like $17, $18, $19. Super expensive, but it's understandable. Now with Glory Finder, I imagine this card's going to do a lot if you make Omen deck. Oh, this is not the Evolve. Oh, that's a little bit weird, but well, yeah. Now with the new Glory Finder sets that are coming out, I really want to see how the reprints are going to look. So yeah. Anyways, here I have Octress. Used to be around $7. Now it's going up to $13. This is probably going to be the next meta deck. I have to do a deck profile on it, so I've just been lazy as heck to upload it, but it will come. But Octress is going up in price, and it will probably go up. It's a pretty good deck, and I think all the other foils are still holding up. You can see here Usurping's Spine Blade, $12, so it went up in price a little bit. And looks like the Apostle of Craving, the neutral package from the new set, is slowly going down in price or holding strong. Let's see here, Octress Usurpation, the Evolve one, is $8. That is very impressive. And the Evolve Apostle of Disdain, it's only $4. That's a little bit impressive. The fact that getting the Evolve and like getting a playset of the Evolve followers gold rare, it's super low. At least for me, I only got 5, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Someone correct me if they open a case, but yeah. You can here see Disciple of Usurpation foil, $10, and I really want to see the cost 1 follower foil. I'm pretty sure. Here it is. Servant of Usurpation used to be $4, now it's $11, and it will probably go up in price. or just go down in price depending on the situation. It really depends, to be honest. Obviously now, since the set came out, people are buying boxes and all this stuff just to get all the cards, so you could get some legendaries for super cheap. So yeah, but at least if you want to make the new Swordcraft deck, you have to expect to pay a couple bucks on it, if I'm not mistaken. $60 in the Octress, and probably everything else should be cheap, unless you want to foil your deck, then you're probably expecting to pay a little bit more. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the only thing you need is Gem Staff Commander. You could buy Maid Leaders, and if I'm not mistaken, they are super cheap now. So yeah, and if you want to go premium, you can just go ahead and pay a lot. So yeah, you can see here, this is the section where everything is super cheap. Here you see, I'm sorry. Here we have Isudia. Same thing. I really recommend getting your hands on all the Hunter cards, just in case you want to play Hunter. Don't look at it from a selling or economic perspective, because at the end of the day, this game is super hard to compete with the top games like Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Pokemon. So just grab the cards if you want to play the decks. Do not buy the cards expecting to resell them and profit out of them. Obviously you could do that, but it's a little bit too risky. But if you are willing to do that, just do it when the set comes out, and I'll probably do something else. Just leave it in the comments if you want me to talk about it. But I really recommend getting your hands on all the Hunter cards from this set, just in case in the future you want to play the Hunter package and they go up in price. So yeah, and let's see, I think this should be the majority. Yeah, you can see here all the other cards are just slowly going down in price. You can see here we're going into the less than $1 category. So yeah, that's it for the set 5. We saw some of the U's are already super expensive. People want to foil their decks, and yeah. But now, promos. This makes me super excited. I have never felt so happy in my life. Bahamut slowly going down in price. I will see if I can get my hands on one, and I'm still looking forward to get my hands on one. Not paying more than 4 digits for now, but I will expect the card to slowly go down in price until it reaches at least 3 digits. So you can see here, it's still, they are fighting for who goes less and less. But yet again, with that percent, it's a little bit iffy. This is a verified seller, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, gold start and a gold start. So the other twos are sketchy. But yeah, yet again, $500 for the card. I feel like it's understandable. You need to win. Obviously, you get 3 if you play as a team, and you sponsor all 3 members. But yet again, this price is a little bit ridiculous. Card will slowly go down in price, so expect the card to be worth less, to be honest. But yeah, now looking into all the other cards, you see Demonic Strike. I think it was like 30 something bucks. Now it's 25. Folly still holding strong. Heroic Entry might go up and down depending on the situation. Tin Soldier and Explosion are still up here. Obviously, Egg Haven is still a pretty good deck, a pretty solid option if you want to play Shadowverse. The Hot Stamp Pandemonium Punk Devil, not bad. Skeleton Fighter, slowly going down in price. I really recommend getting your hands on this if you're playing Sanguine. The card looks beautiful, but yeah, if you could get a pretty good deal, instead of paying the $22, or you could just go ahead and pay the $22, I will encourage it because the card looks so good. So you can see here 21 and 25, but getting it for like around 20, it's super good. Dragon Summoner, slowly going down in price. I think it was like 30 bucks if I'm not mistaken. You can see here now it's 22. Leonidas probably got someone bought him out, so you can see here 19, 15, and 25. Let's see more of the sales. So looks like there was a buyout. Yeah, looks like there was a buyout the last 4th of July if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it happened. So but yet again, don't expect to pay it what it's worth right now. Last list the soul was 25, so you can go from 25 to 30. It really depends. But if you want to pay the 40, it's all on you. But this is a very interesting take, a very interesting card to get, you know, bought out. Lucifer starts holding strong. Yeah, this is something I really wanted to talk about because I did sold some of my 2 extra fairies foils that I had. I've sold them for $10 each, and it's now like $13. You can see here the strike forms and the guard forms went down in price from the $10 mark, and people will probably be buying them for that price. It's understandable. At least from the guard forms, you really do need a couple extra more, due to the only reason that, well, the current Earthright deck just summons a lot of card form tokens, so it's understandable. The strike form, you probably only need like 2, 3, but those prices pretty reasonable. I think I mentioned it in the last market watch, where I said like $5 to $6 was a pretty good deal. So if you want to get your hands on tokens right now, some of them are very affordable if you want to get your hands on one to collect, and so on and so forth. It's pretty good. Gem Staff Commander, slowly going down in price. It was $10 last week, so you can see here in the span of a week, it dropped like $3. Spire Toy Surgeon, see here, market price was like $9. Let's see, yeah, people are buying the card for $4, $8, and the last one that bought it for $12 was last month, kinda. Yeah, actually, last month from now. But yeah, right now you can see the prices, $5. Card is amazing. All the promos have that shadow foil that look amazing. So I really, if you want to collect promos or you really want to get your hands on them, pretty good. Angelic Snipe promo, slowly going down in price, slowly going up in price. I feel like it's going to be one of the staples, and at least this artwork, it's amazing. So it might go up or get bought out, just for the only reason that, well, the majority of the cards in this current format have 2 HP early game. So dealing with Usurpation, this card can deal with 1, and it's a good one-on-one trade. So I really imagine people are just going to get their hands on this card because, well, you know, card is pretty good and right now. Sacred Plead, Zoe slowly going up in price, but it's kind of like going down and up, but $6 is pretty good. But yeah, we got Macy here. You can see all the other cards just like going slow, are just, you know, slowly going down in price. Frog Cleric, Death Spread, Trial Initiation. I was expecting this card to go up in price due to the fact that they released a restriction, so there's no ban list for Uma right now. But yeah, sorry for that. Insight, I really recommend getting your hands on Insight, just for the only reason that the next set Runecraft is going to be the meta deck due to D-Shift. So I recommend getting your hands on Insight and D-Shift if you can. So yeah. And another thing that I really recommend getting is like some copies of Red Hot Ritual for the future. I mean, I'm talking like set 8 onward. I'm not sure when that's going to be releasing, but expect it from next year onward. So if you really want to play meta, Runecraft is your thing, I really recommend getting a lot of the Earthright cards for now and just having them in the corner, because they are good. They got a ban list recently that they limited Gingerbread House, but if you see all the other deck lists, they do play cards like Red Hot Ritual, the card that draws you one card and it's a stack, and Witch's Cauldron. So those are the cards that I really, you know, encourage you to get if you want to play that. One other thing that I wanted to see, let's see if the Judge Bellringer is still at that price. Looks like no one has touched that one. And Crystalia Tia went down in price to $900. Still feel like it's a little bit expensive, but now it's a little bit more affordable. It's a world card. Now I have to give a shout out to Tung. I think that was his name. He sold me the pair for only $420. We settled for the funny number. I don't know if I'll probably just put it in here in the script, in the up here or here in the corner, so you can see the card. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. Don't take financial, like, you know, don't take my word for it. If you want to collect, you know, obviously people like him are amazing, that you could get your hands on cards like those. Now, other than the card looks amazing, the card really, I don't think people play it a lot. It pops in here and there in a couple of combo decks. Having a Crystalia Eve, I think, on the field, it's super good. But, you know, if you really want to go for that, rough. But yeah, going out of the other cards, just to round up the entire video, it's already too long. We got Galamux here, already mentioned it. Alice went from 140 from last video to 110 kinda, and you can see here all the other cards are just, you know, holding strong in here. Venom Fang Medusa, I think it was like $60. Now it went to $50. Jane the Arg, slowly going down in price. Gwen, I want to see if I can get my hands on another copy. Europa out of stock still. That is incredible. I really want to see who is going to be the funny seller that's going to list it for more. Cinderella, it's going up in price. Used to be $20, around $20 a couple weeks ago, and now looks like everybody either is watching my market watch or just decided to buy the card. The card looks amazing. You can see here 21. It used to be 21 a couple weeks ago, 21, 21, 20, 24, and then now it's slowly going up in price. So you can see here some of the listings in here. We have plenty, but there are all going over. I feel like this is going to be a very good card for for Glory Finder. It could be a good leader. You know, you could play a Fable deck and then just splash her, play her. She gets Storm, looks at the top 4 or 5 cards, play the Fable follower from among them, if I'm not mistaken, and you go from there. I think it's a Fable follower or a cost 5 play points. So you have plenty of options, especially since the majority of the Fable cards, except Merlin, sorry, Psych Wizard, Outlaws, and a couple others, are, you know, 5 or less. So you have access to a lot of good options. Juno Secret Laboratory, these are cards that I'm pretty sure no one will play, and they have slowly faded out of the format. You probably won't see people playing Oz. Obviously, some people might play it in Earthright. It's nice. I play it as a 2 copy, but Imperial Dragoon with Disdain, I highly doubt people will play it. And Sea Queen Otohime might be good for Glory Finder, but you only need one. So yeah, Juno Secret Laboratory, Gabrielle, and all those cards, you know, they just, you know, are all sadly super affordable. So if you want to get your hands on it, it's not bad, but you're not gonna get too much value out of them. Probably end in the future if you want to like do a meme deck about academic. But yeah, other than that, it should be fine. You can see here the base, all the other cards like we have done in the past, where we just look at entire. Oh crap! I think I just saw something that really got me. Alright, this is something that I want to talk about. Alright, let's see if the Rico is 160, so it went down in price. And you can see here a couple of the other leaders, but the one card that caught my eye, it's Agnes Tachyon, still the $300, but the Agnes Tachyon Evolve, it's $520. You can see here the last listing was $250. rough, I'm not gonna lie. But if you really want to play that much for it, it's a little bit of a iffy situation, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to buy cases, I probably just recommend buying Omens. I feel like it's a good price. You only have to pay like a couple 80 extra dollars compared for what any other seller is selling it, and so on and so forth. Flames of Leviathan is actually pretty good. It has a bunch of Fable cards and all this stuff. Or if you want to just play one specific craft, Uma Musume is actually a pretty good pick too. If you want to just have everything right out of the box and crack open some boosters. But yet again, you could just buy singles and it's just way easier. Now for Glory Finder in here, this is something I really want to talk about. So, I'm a little bit disappointed in the rarity of the Glory Finder cards. The fact that, this is probably going to be another rant and other stuff. You can click away from here. But, like, this is one of the things that upsets me a little bit. All the cards are not foil. So we got legendaries that are just common foiling. They just have the L in there and all that stuff. Now people are selling it for, look, you see here, 150, from 150, 120. So you can like $100. I think my store sold us on pre-orders for $80. So we got, at least it's understandable, you get like 200 and something cards out of it. But I just got lucky. The majority of the people, even on Facebook, I've been seeing them selling and reselling the entire set for this much. You can see here, 150 were the last listing sold. But all the cards are just commons. We do have a bunch of good reprints, so it's amazing. I do not, that's the only thing I don't really argue. The reprints are amazing. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is the fact that none of the, we don't have any foil cards from them, and I really wanted to see some of the cool cards from there, looking like amazing as legendaries at least. At least the Runecraft ones, they look so good, and the fact that they're not foil, it's sad. Let's look at Olivia got reprinted. She's slowly going down in price, and I've seen that in the last couple of weeks, where she was like top. Obviously the SL is your must grab if you want to get your hands on it, but you can see here $18 for it. She's getting reprinted, so I expect the card to go down in price, but if you want to get your hands on it now, it's not too bad. $18 is not bad for what she does, which is pretty good. And I feel like that should be it. I'm looking for other cards. I think Daria comes in the Glory Finder set. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that should be it. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Sorry for the Glory Finder rant a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching and peace.